Yeah, there was a session on week 8 where it, uh, it was described about some activity questions and quick listing to the lectures actually.
Okay.
But I
So,
think it would be better like if you can discuss week 8 bit away. That would be helpful, I think.
the theory part, right?
Yeah, right. And then we can go on for the activity.
Ma'am,
Okay.
hello ma'am.
Yeah.
Hello ma'am. Like theory is clear, but there is no practice sessions and something like the question that shows.
Yeah, I will
We
do the
we
practice assignment today.
very
Okay.
confused, ma'am.
Yeah,
With your practice assignment like in week 7 and week 8 are very difficult to understand. Can you solve them?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So what I think is that if we start by solving the practice questions, the theory will become clear to you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
yes, yes,
Exactly,
exactly.
ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible. Yeah.
Yeah. So week 8, what we do is week 7 was mainly based on dictionaries, right? And week 8, we do comparisons between those dictionary items. So the items inside a dictionary can also be in the form of a list, right? So it is mainly about comparing. So yes, these codes are a little bit bigger than we are supposed than we have seen till now. But let me explain. This will be easy. See, first question is saying the following pseudocode is executed using scores data set. What will Z represent at the end of execution? Okay, so let's see the code. First, we have a dictionary called D. Just a sec. Yeah. So first, D is an empty dictionary. Average is a variable which is assigned 0. A and C are also assigned 0. Then we go through all the cards in sports dataset. So you read a card. A variable is updated by the total marks of the card that you read, right? So we keep on adding the total marks to A of every card. And C is also incremented. So every time we read a new card, we add the total marks to A and we increment C by 1. Then there is an if statement which is checking whether the city or town mentioned in the current card is a key of this dictionary D already or not. So if is key, so that means if this returns true, then only we will execute the if block. So if it is a city town, whatever, let's say the first card you pick, the city is Delhi. So if Delhi is a key of the dictionary D, right, then we will execute this block. So D city town, X dot city town, total. So what does this mean if there are two such third bracket mean? It is a nested dictionary. Right. So D looks like this. Let's say Delhi is the city and that is the key. Now the inner dictionary is the value part, right? So there is some total which is also a key. And inside that we have the total marks of this person X, whose card we picked, right? See. D X city town total and you're adding the total. So imagine that Delhi is already present as a city. Okay. Or if you don't want that, let's first start with an empty dictionary D and we'll see how it's getting updated. So let's say D is initially empty. So empty means there are no keys. So let's say the first card I pick, that is X1, has city as Delhi and total marks as, let's say, 200. Okay. So if D is empty, that means it has no keys. So this is key function will return false. So we'll go to the else part where you're creating a key, right? So create a key. Delhi becomes a key. What is the value? Value is in this format. So the value is a nested dictionary where the keys are total where we will write the total marks of the current card, that is 200. And we are also maintaining a count.
8th.
So count is initially 1. Okay. Now let's see the next card that I pick. So once you are done with all this, you can move the card to table 2. Okay. Now see this bracket in line 15 is the closing bracket of this while loop. Right. So after this, you go to the next iteration. Let's say I pick up another card x2, where again the city is Delhi and the person has scored 210. So then you go to this if statement. So now is key will return true or false for Delhi?
It will
It will
return true,
return
right?
true.
Yes.
Yes, because there is already an entry.
Yes.
So
So
we will
now
execute
Delhi is
this
the
block.
key.
Yeah. And we will update what? We will update the total and the count. So now it becomes what? Delhi is the outer dictionary key, whose value is again a dictionary where total is. So total was previously 200. Now this person has a total of 210 that has to be added. So
So
total becomes
410.
410. Yes. And count has to be incremented by 1. So count becomes 2. Okay, like this, if we pick one more card x3, that person is from Kolkata, let's say. The total is 250. Then D will be updated to what? First Delhi, where current total is 410 and count is 2. Then there will be one more entry for Kolkata, where total is 250 and currently count is 1. So this is the D dictionary. This will get updated as you go through all of the cards. So once you're done with all the cards in this table, dictionary D should have what keys? What should be the keys of dictionary D?
So you should have all the city names, right?
Right, all the unique city names. Those are the outer
Yes.
dictionary keys. And against
Hello,
each
ma'am.
of those keys, yeah,
Hello.
yes,
Hello, ma'am.
yeah, you're audible.
Ma'am, actually, this video I would like to watch later, ma'am. Actually, I am in the class right now. I am
Yeah, okay,
taking
you can
class.
watch it on YouTube.
So, how can I get it?
Just search IITM BS degree channel and there under live videos. So there is also a playlist for CT, or you can find it under the live video
So,
section. You
but
can
it is
find.
live videos, not we can watch their live videos also.
Yes, yes. All of this is recorded.
All of this recorded. Where, ma'am? Can we let me know again what is
Just the
IIT?
YouTube channel IITM BS degree.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. You know, thank you so much. Yes.
So for every one of these cities, there is the key, the value is another dictionary inside which the total should contain what? Let's say for Delhi, total should be the sum of the total marks of all people from Delhi, right? All students from Delhi. So it is the sum of their total marks, and count is how many people are there from Delhi, right? That is the count. So this is the structure of dictionary D. So this will be done up to line 15. After that, once D is fully prepared, then you come to line 16. The variable average, it is storing A by C. So what is A by C? A was storing sum of total marks and C was incrementing every time we picked a new card. So if I do sum of total marks by total number of students or total number of cards. So this is what? Average total
Average
marks.
mark. Yeah, the average total mark.
Okay. Now Z is assigned 0. Then again there is a for each block. So in this for each block, we are going through the keys of D. So the keys of D are unique city names, right? So for B in keys of D, DB, let's say the first key is Delhi. So D of Delhi and the inner dictionary, it is now creating one more, right? It is now creating one more key inside the inner dictionary. That is this one. So that key is called average. Okay. So like total and count, there will be now one more entry called average inside this inner dictionary. which will store what? The DB total, that is, let's say for Delhi it's 410 by DB count. So 2. So what is this? Average total marks for a particular city. Is line 20 clear?
Just one thing about line 20. So when we are creating this nested dictionary in 20, so
Hmm.
B contains the city name, right?
Hmm.
And B, I mean, this would be the key for this dictionary. And when we are creating this nested dictionary with this string average,
Hmm.
so what is this thing storing as a key and a value?
Average is just another key of the inner nested dictionary, like total and count. Okay.
Okay.
So there will
Mhm.
be one more entry now called average. Here there
Okay.
will be average also. Now what is average storing as a value? That is the total by count for that city B.
Yeah.
Okay, so total is the total sum of marks and count is the number of people from that city. So
Mm.
total by count will give average total marks for this city. Right. After that, you are checking if DB average is greater than this average. That means if the average total marks for a particular city is greater than the average total marks for the entire data set, then we will increment Z by what? The count. Right? Just add the count. So what will Z store at the end? Okay, this part should I explain again, this for each block?
Just for can I explain this for each block at once to you so that it's cleared up?
The keys of D are unique city names, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So let's take the first B to be Delhi. So
Mm-hmm.
DB average. That means D of Delhi, then average. So this average means this is not a key for the inner dictionary. That means we are creating a key, right? So a key is being created in the inner dictionary for city Delhi. Just like total and count, there will be one more key here called average. What is that storing? D of Delhi and then total. So what was total storing previously for Delhi? The sum of
Yeah.
total marks.
Yeah.
And then count was storing how many people are there from Delhi.
Mm-hmm.
So total marks, sum of total marks from Delhi by people, number of people from Delhi. So that will give us what? Average total marks from Delhi.
Yes.
That is being stored in this key, average. Next in line 21, we are checking if the average total marks from Delhi is greater than the total average marks throughout the data set for all cities. That is stored in this line 16, this average variable. If it is greater, then Z will be incremented by the count of Delhi. That means this many people. So DB count for Delhi, if B is Delhi. So this stores what? DB count stores how many people are there from Delhi. So that number of people is being added to Z. So for any city that has an average total marks greater than the average of the entire class, so the number of students from that city will be added to Z. So by the options, can you identify which one is correct? The first is saying number of students from cities with average total marks of the city is more than average total marks of the data set. Is this correct?
Yes.
This is correct. Let's see the other options also. Second one is saying number of students from cities with average total marks is less. So it is definitely not less because we are checking for greater than condition here. Third option is saying number of cities with average total marks, again less than average total marks. So we are, first of all, we are not checking number of cities, we are checking number of students from such cities. Right. And similarly, same logic, option D is also wrong. So A is the correct option. Is this question clear for everyone?
Madam, here is that it's related to overall student count, right?
It is related to overall
Student count.
total average mark.
No. Z, I'm asking the 22nd
Acha,
row.
okay. Yeah, that's 22nd. Z is storing the total count of such students from such cities, where the average total marks is greater
No,
than the
so
average of
B,
entire data set.
it is not particular city, right? All the city count will be added, right? Here.
Yes, this B will keep changing, no? In this for each block, first Delhi, then Kolkata. For
Then,
every city, this will check.
yeah. So then that's why I'm asking. So Z is equal to uh,
Yeah, number of
all
students from
students,
all cities.
all
Yes.
cities. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Ma'am, can you
Yeah.
go through slowly from once? The seventh line, from seventh line, it is very difficult, ma'am. Like the eighth line, I'm not able
See,
to understand.
seventh line is doing what? It is just checking whether the current card that you have picked, whether the city or town mentioned in that card is a key of this dictionary D or not. Is key returns true or false? If it is a key, it will return true. If not, it will return false. So initially, since D is empty, it has no keys, therefore its key will return false. So you won't be executing the if block, right? You'll come to the else part and create a key for that city town.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
the value of that is the total and count. Yeah. What part?
Ma'am, that I understand, but from eighth, ninth line, and 12th
Yeah.
line.
So once you have created a key, let's say for Delhi, you created a key and this is the nested dictionary as a value. Now, next card you pick is also from Delhi. At this point, Delhi is a key of this dictionary D already. So is key will return true. Once it returns true, then you can run the if block. So in the if
Yes.
block line 8, what it is doing? Just updating the total and count. So every time you pick a card from Delhi, you have to update the total and count of the nested dictionary. The total will be updated by adding the total marks of the present card, and count will be incremented by 1. That means you have seen one more card that is from Delhi.
Yes. Yeah, yes, ma'am. That I understand. And if not, then go through the
Yeah, every time you
line
find a
12.
new city which is not a
Not in
key
the
of D, you
key.
have to create it.
Yes. Okay, ma'am. This I understand, but like this line is D and the square bracket and x dot city town and then square bracket total. What it means by
This means
x city?
dictionary D. Okay.
Okay.
See, if I have a dictionary like this, D, it has keys K1, value V1, key K2, value V2. Let's say this is a dictionary. Okay. So
Yes,
if I
ma'am.
want to access this value V1, what do I have to
Okay.
write? D of K1. That is
DFK1.
V1.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if V1 is also a dictionary, if V1 contains keys like, let's say, P1, some value V3, P2, some value V4. If V1 is also a dictionary. So if
Okay.
you want to access this V3 value, then you
Okay.
have to write B of K1. Then inside, what is the key for V3? P1. So write that also. This will give you V3.
Madam,
Okay.
so
Okay.
one basic doubt actually. So, for example, row 8, so we calling a dictionary of X dot city town, then the another dictionary, so total. So here first one we are not putting quotation, but second one we are using the quotation.
Yeah, because
So,
it is like the key is created like that. Okay, for
mm,
X dot city town, we are just using the city town name. Now, see here the first key when it's created, the keys are written like this. It is not a problem. I mean, you can put the quotations, not put the quotations. That's
okay.
on you.
For, for the new creations, we will use quotations,
Yeah,
right?
since they have already used it in the else part, that's why you're using the quotations.
So
Whatever is
if you
mentioned.
go row 21, its average is already created, but we are when comparing we are using quotation, madam. So here,
Yeah, so when average was created, it was also used quotations, right? In line 20.
line 20 we created. I understood. We use the quotation within quotation, but 21 it is only comparison, right? So here also we are
Yeah,
using.
but you want to access the value against average, right? So you
Mm,
have to give the exact key that you created. So if it was
but
created with
but but for B we not provided like that.
for the city town name.
For the 21 row 21,
No,
if
no.
D of
See,
B,
when
B
we
is not in
created
quotation, B is not
here,
in.
line 12, X dot city town, it's not in quotation when we are creating it. So that's why
Mm.
it's not in quotation. However, you are creating the key, you have to maintain that exact thing.
But here the 21 is not creation, only comparison, right? So
No, this is line 12 is creation, right? And
uh,
20 is
20,
creation.
21,
21
madam.
is also comparison. But
Comparison,
how are
but
you
here,
comparing the value? You have to fetch the value first. So you have to
mm,
use the keys of the dictionary. So you have to write the exact key that was
mm,
created, whether
oh,
using quotation or not.
okay, good. Can you show me the options, madam? So I got a little doubt. So can you show me options? Yeah. So number of students from which cities with average total marks of city more than the total average of. But here the Z is showing all the students, right? Not in
It is storing the sum of number of students from all such cities whose average
city, right?
total marks is greater than the entire average of the data set.
Okay. So you're telling the from the cities. Okay, understood. Okay,
Yes.
got it,
From the
madam. Thank you.
cities, just take the count. Okay. Yeah. What else? What part did you not understand? Anyone else? Nishant, is this clear now? This
Yes,
city
ma'am.
town count.
Yes, ma'am. It is now clear. I practice
See,
more.
whenever we have nested dictionary, right? So if you
Okay.
want to access the values in the nested dictionary, then you have to give the key for the outer dictionary as well as the inner dictionary. So first
Yeah.
outer dictionary, then inner dictionary.
Okay. Eh, like while solving question, it create very problem because it is not discussed in the lecture and there is no any practice session or any tutorials to understand
Hmm.
these kind of things. Like there is no any codes discussed. Matlab, like something different discussed, but not exactly the question problem solving like sessions.
Yeah, that's why. See, if I discuss the practice questions today, you will be able to solve yourself.
Okay, ma'am. Can you move second question?
Okay, Yuksi, do you have a question? You raised your hand.
Yeah, I wanted to ask one thing, like of the if else loop in 7, 8, 9, 10 line. Suppose here the x dot city town because the D is the empty dictionary. So
Hmm.
first up will store total x dot total count one. Then again it will go to if wala if condition.
Hmm.
And again what will be the value of D x dot city town total x dot city town plus x dot total. Can you please explain me 2 lines?
See, first when I pick the first card, when D is empty, right? So it has no keys. So is key will return false, right? For the first card. So let's say the first card city is Delhi. So you create a key for that in the else part. And the value is in a dictionary where total is X or total count is 1. Now, if the second card that you pick is also from Delhi, right? But at this point, when you check is key condition, then this is true now because Delhi is already a city in dictionary D, already a key of this dictionary. So now you don't have to create the key one more time. You just have to update the inner dictionary value. So total for Delhi, total will be updated by adding the current card's total marks also. And that is to this. Okay. To this, the total marks of the current card is also added. And count is also incremented because now you have 2 cards from Delhi, right? So count has to be incremented. Every time you pick a card that is from Delhi, the inner dictionary values have to be changed. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, it is okay. Can you go through from 19 and just move to the next question?
This line.
Yes, that's only. Matlab,
So after you have found out average, what is average? It is the average total marks of entire data set. Then Z is assigned 0. So for B in keys of D returns what? A list of keys of the dictionary D. So what are the keys of dictionary D? Delhi, Kolkata, unique city names.
yes, ma'am.
So for every city, you are going to create one more key in the inner dictionary. So inner dictionary you previously contained total and count. Now it will also contain a key called average. Because
Average.
for every B, you're creating one
Okay.
more key average, which is storing what? The total by count for that city. So total by
Ma'am,
count is giving average.
in 19th question, 19th line, that B is like key of
City name.
D.
Yeah.
Yes, key of D.
So
Okay,
let's
okay.
say for the first key is Delhi. So
Yes,
for Delhi,
ma'am.
you will create average. And
Yeah.
what is total by count? It is the average total marks of Delhi.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, so that is being stored. Next, line 21, you check if the average total marks for Delhi is
Is
greater than the
greater than
average
average.
total marks for the entire set.
Then it is a
Then the count of people from Delhi will be added to Z.
yes, ma'am. I
Okay.
understand, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah. Let's do question. So this is saying following pseudocode is executed using shopping wheels dataset. Let D be a dictionary that maintains the following information. Category of the item purchased by a customer. Choose the correct code fragment to complete the code. So D is a dictionary which stores what? Category of item
Category of items
purchased by a customer. So let's see the code. So first D is empty dictionary. Then we are going through all the cards in shopping wheels dataset. So you read a card. So basically our job is to create this D dictionary. So that code you have to fill here, such that D contains the information regarding category of item purchased. So which of the options is correct? Let's see. First option is saying for each A in item list, X dot item list. When you pick a card X from shopping bill, so it will have a list of items, right? Which is called item list. So when you go for each A in X dot item list, it will go through all the items that this person X has purchased, right? And for every such item A, so you are creating this nested dictionary. So for this, first of all, the customer name D. Customer name is what? Key of outer dictionary D.
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
against
Yes.
each customer, there is an inner dictionary which
In a
contains the
different.
different items.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, different A's. Okay, and it is given as the value is given as true for A. It is for any item, the value is true if he has purchased it. This is first option. Okay.
This should be
Now,
wrong, right?
is this, yeah, because why it's wrong? Because the category is not being mentioned anywhere. It is just item name.
Yes, ma'am.
And
So,
besides, like we are also not creating the nested dictionary. We are just returning if it's found or not, right?
yeah.
Yes,
So,
yes. Also.
D is just, you are assuming that this already exists.
Yeah,
Yes.
because it
Okay.
doesn't exist. So at the first iteration only, it
Yeah.
will return false.
So first you have to
It's,
create the outer dictionary for customer name, this key you have to create. And then inside customer name, there is one more in nested dictionary which contains the items. But category is not mentioned anywhere. So anyway, this is a false option. See, option B is saying it is first checking whether the current card's customer name is a key of D. If it is not a key of D, then first we have to create that, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
here what it is doing, let's say D is initially empty, the first part that I picked. The customer name should not be a key. So
Yes,
is key
ma'am.
should return false. Now
Yes.
if is key return false, then I should create the key, right? But here what is happening? Is
There is
key
no
returns
else statement.
true, then it is if his key is returning true, that is this customer name already exists as a key, then we are creating a empty dictionary. So that should
yeah,
not be the
right.
case, right? This should be
Yes.
when it is not a key. Okay,
Yeah.
so option C is saying if not is key, that is the customer name is not yet a key for dictionary D, then we create the key and the value is an empty dictionary initially. Up to
Yeah,
this it is
that's
correct.
yeah.
Now
Yes. Yes.
inside this dictionary we have to find out the category and everything. So
Yeah.
else part it is saying that means not is key will return true when customer name is not a key of D. Now once it
Yeah.
is a key of D, right?
Right. Right.
Then if we find this person's card and it is a key of D, the customer name, then we'll go to the else part. So
Yes,
for
ma'am.
each A in X dot item list, now this person's item list we are going through, and since we have already created the nested dictionary, so we can directly write the items here as the keys, and the corresponding value is true. But here also is category mentioned. Category of item is not
No,
given.
no. I mean, it's
Yes,
not
ma'am.
actually creating the nested dictionary anyway,
See,
right?
this is the nested dictionary that is created once you come across such a customer name which is not a key of D. Okay. For that, you're creating the key and the corresponding value is an empty dictionary. So this is the nested dictionary only, this empty
Okay.
dictionary. But it is just storing true false values against items, true values against the item list. But we are not interested in items, we are interested in item category, right? So this code is also not correct. Now Option D is saying up to this everything is same, that once you see a new customer which is not a key of D, you create it, create the key, and the corresponding value should be an empty dictionary. Now,
Yes.
there is no else part. See, notice. It shouldn't be an else, right? Because the customer item list should be in that card only that we picked. It should not be in any other card. There is only one card for a customer, right? So his item list is present in that card only. So first you create the key, then you go through the item list. It should not be inside an else block like in this question. What does an else block mean? That for this customer name, there are more than one card, but that's not the case. The customer name has only one card.
Only one.
So then you go to this for each block, which goes through every item in the item list of X cards, that is this person's card. And for each of these items, you find the category. So if A is an item, A dot category will give me the category, right? So
Yes.
for D customer name, inside that is inside this nested dictionary now, the key is what? A dot category. So let's say he bought a shirt. So it comes under apparel or clothing category. The dictionary will look like this. Let's say customer one, I'm just calling it name as C1. So this is the key. And inside this, that is the value, is also another dictionary which contains. So apparel is one key, right? Which will contain 2 as the value. Then again, he might have purchased some groceries, so that can be one more key. So basically, every category from which he has bought items, that should be mentioned in the inner dictionary. So which option is correct? Option D.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a question.
Hmm.
Ma'am, can we solve this question as taking example from the bill data set to take a bill and try to write the code as the question says, so it visualize more.
Like the entire code, right? How to
Right,
create this.
ma'am. Right, ma'am.
Yes, so just take this part, these 6 lines, and you just have to replace it here. So once you read a card, so what is the next step then? You check whether that customer name is a key or not. Okay. So first you read the top cut in file 1. Then this if statement comes. So you check if not is key of D. And what are we checking? The key as the customer name, X dot customer name.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
not like this. Like take a shopping bill data set, like an example, like this item, and for that what question says, and then
Okay.
create to see the values and data, and then create the value, so it
Okay.
create
See,
more visual.
let's take X1 as the first card. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Let's say a person called Rahul is the customer name,
Okay.
and his item list, let's say, contains he has bought a shirt, he has bought, let's say, apples.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
these 2 items he has bought. So this
Yes.
is the first card I pick. First thing I will check is if Rahul already exists as a key in the dictionary or not. So since dictionary is initially empty, so Rahul is not a key. So we'll create a key for Rahul. So
Yes,
at
ma'am.
this point, D looks like this. This is D dictionary. So Rahul is a key. Against that, there is an empty dictionary as the value, right?
Yes,
Next
ma'am.
line, you come to this for each block. So this will go through the item list. That is list of things Rahul has purchased. He has purchased a shirt and he has purchased apples. The first item is what? A shirt. So what is the category of shirt? Apparel,
Apparel.
right? So we have to create a category key for that. So now D will look like what? Rahul, and the nested dictionary is now updated to first key of this is apparel. And he has bought an item from apparel, so the corresponding value is 2. Next, when you go through the item list, next item is apples. Apples is from fruits. So fruits is another category. Again, true. So these are the 2 categories from which Rahul has bought. Now you go to the next customer. Again, his item list, you can find the same item categories and just mention that in the nested dictionary.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes. Now I
This is
understand
clear?
clearly. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes. This question is clear for everyone? Okay. So let's go to next one. Yeah. So this is saying what does the following pseudocode compute when it is executed using again shopping wheels dataset. We just have to find out what this pseudocode is doing, right? So it's a big code.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go line by line. The first line is, so there are two procedures inside this. You can see one is update dictionary procedure, one is get max key by key. Two procedures are there, and this is the main function, line 1 to 9. Okay. So let's start with line 1. First, we have a dictionary called BB, and A is a variable which is assigned to none initially. Line 2, now we are going through all the cards in shopping wheels dataset. So you read a card. Now you check if the name of the shop on that card is equal to Big Bazaar or not. If it is a card from Big Bazaar, then you go to line 5, execute the if block, where BB is what? Inside BB, we are assigning what? The update dictionary procedure. BB is a dictionary, which is supposed to contain whatever update dictionary BB, X returns, right? So we are calling the update dictionary procedure at this point if the card is from Big Bazaar. Otherwise, we won't. Move it to file to go for the next file. Okay, so what is update dictionary doing? So let's say the first card that I pick is that same card for Rahul, and the item list is same as the before question. Okay, this is card X1, let's say. Let's say the card is from Big Bazaar. So we pick the card, check the shop name, is it Big Bazaar? Yes. So we have to call the update dictionary procedure with what are the arguments? VB dictionary and X. That is the card. So now let's go to the function definition, procedure definition update dictionary. So it takes two arguments. One is the dictionary, one is the card. So for each A in y dot item list, what are the item lists for Rahul? Shirt and an apple. Right. Two items are there. Now line 13 for each item. So let's say first item is shirt. Okay. Can others please mute if you don't have a question? Yeah. So first item is shirt. Now you check if this item's category is already a key for D. Okay. So BB is initially an empty dictionary we saw here. So is shirt, that is from apparel category, is this a key for D yet? No. D is still empty. So we'll go to the else part and we'll create a key for that category. So right now, BB contains, after the first iteration in item list where we picked shirt, so now there is a key called apparel, which contains 1 as the value. Okay, that means one item has been purchased from this category. Now next item I check in his item list is apple. So category of apple is fruits and vegetables. So is there any key for fruits and vegetables in BB dictionary yet? No. So you create one. So now it's like apple 1 and fruits and veggies 1. Right. Like this. So let's say now I pick, let me add one more item in his item list. So let's say he also brought trousers. So trousers are also from apparel category, right? So now when you check for trousers, you check, is the category already a key of D? Yes, apparel is already a key. So we will just increment apparel by 1. So apparel will become 2. That is, 2 items have been bought from this category. Okay, and we are returning this updated dictionary. So this updated dictionary will be returned to BB. Now again, let's say you pick one more card, X2. Okay, this is of some other student, let's say Shreya. Now this girl, let's say, has bought some dress and she has bought, let's say, pens. Okay, but currently BB dictionary looks like this. It has been updated. Let's say this person's card is also from Big Bazaar. So shop name is Big Bazaar, so you have to again call update dictionary procedure. Right. So update dictionary will again change to this line of execution, line 11. So now D is what? BB, and the card is the second card that we picked, that is X2. So for each A in Y dot item list, what is the item list? Dress and pens, 2 items are there. So first item, dress. Category is what? Apparel. Right? So is that already a key for BB? Yes. So I will just increment.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
apparel now becomes 3. It was earlier it was 2, now it becomes 3. Pens, what is the category? Stationery. So stationery is not a key, so we have to create a key. So now BB dictionary looks like apparel is a key where the value is 3. So 3 items have been purchased from apparel overall. Fruits and vegetables is a category. And now we also have a category called stationery for this pens item, which also contains the value 1. That is, 1 item has been purchased from this category. So like this, we will keep on updating this BB dictionary for every card that is from Big Bazaar. Okay. So once we go through all the cards, right, what should be the keys of this dictionary BB?
The categories, right?
Unique categories.
The
Right.
unique categories. Yeah.
Unique categories from which items have been purchased from Big Bazaar. And what are the values? The number of items purchased from each category by everyone, right? Everyone together who has shopped from Big Bazaar.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is it. Till 9:21 we are done. Now once this while loop is over, I will come out of it and I'll come to line 9. Now what is line 9 saying? A variable which was initially containing none. Now inside A I am assigning this. Let's say I am calling this procedure get max key by key and I'm taking this BB dictionary as the argument. Now BB dictionary is fully prepared. It has all the keys and values, everything, because we have gone through all the cards in our set, right? So we are calling this procedure and whatever it returns will be stored in A. So now you have to check what is this procedure doing, get max key by key. So this procedure is first taking the BB dictionary that we created, that is this one. Again, A variable is set to none, B is set to 0. Okay. So for each Y in keys of D, what are the keys of D? Unique item categories. So for each Y, let's say the first Y is apparel. If B is less than D of Y, so B is initially 0. Okay, what is BB apparel? What is
3.
this giving me? 3.
3.
So is
3.
0 less than 3? Yes.
Yes.
So you will update. A will be updated to what? Y. Y is what? The current category we are dealing with. So A is now apparel. And B is updated to the value of dy. That is BB apparel. That is 3. Now next key is what? Fruits and vegetables. Current B is 3. And what is the value against fruits and vegetables? 1. So is 3 less than 1? No. So nothing will happen. Right. Let's say stationery. Let me change the value. Let's say there are 4 items. Okay. So for next iteration, when I go, stationery is the current Y. This. What is D of Y? 4. Current B is 3. Is 3 less than 4? Yes. Again, A will be updated. Now A will be what? Stationery. And B will be the corresponding value. That is 4. So like this, we will do for all the keys of BB dictionary and return whatever is A is storing at the end. So A will be storing what at the end? When are we updating A?
So
When we
the
find the category which has greater number of items.
Yeah.
Right. That is from this category, the highest number of items has been purchased. That will be the last update of A. Right. A is updated whenever we find an item category from which a greater number of item has been purchased. So A will be updated last when we find the category which has the maximum number of items. Right. So that will be returned. Where will it be returned? To this line. That is A is storing at the end of execution of this entire pseudocode. A is storing what? A is storing the name of the category from which the maximum number of items have been purchased from Big Bazaar. Yes or no? Is this clear?
No, ma'am.
Which part is not clear?
Like this
Up to this,
variable.
up to this dictionary creation, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That is clear.
So this get max key by key, this procedure, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So we are calling this procedure, and whatever it returns will be stored in A, right? What is the argument? It is taking this VB dictionary as argument.
Yes, ma'am.
So now just go line by line. First, A is assigned none, B is assigned 0. Now we are going through a for each block. What are the different items in the keys of D? Different item categories. Those are the keys of D. There is D is
Big
BD
Bazaar.
here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, so what are the keys? The different unique item categories.
Items like apparel, fruits, stationery.
Yes. And what are the corresponding values? The number of items that have been purchased from this category.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So for each Y in keys of D. So pick the first Y, that is apparel. Okay. B is initially 0. What is BB apparel? What is the value stored against apparel? 3.
3. Ma'am,
So
here
hmm.
Y in keys D, it always shows that Y is the key of the dictionary.
Keys of D returns what? Keys is a function which if you apply it on any dictionary, it will return the list of keys of that dictionary.
Okay. Like this Y in keys of D, it means that Y always shows for this function key of D that Y
See,
is the
this
key,
means that
not the value.
when I write keys of D, this generates a list that is the different keys of this dictionary D. So when I say for each Y in keys of D, it means I am going through all the keys of this dictionary D in the order that this list is given. Okay. So keys of D will return a list like this: apparel, fruits and vegetables, stationery. It will return a list like this for the keys. Now
Yes,
we are just
ma'am.
going through this list one by one. Y is nothing but an item from this list.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So B is initially 0. D of Y, that is in this case BB apparel, that is what? 3. So is 0 less than 3? Yes. That means A has to be updated. A will be updated to the current Y. What is the current key? Apparel.
3.
Here
Y
the
is the
comparison,
key.
sorry to interrupt. Here the comparison, it will take key or it will take key value for the
Value.
26th,
Value.
Value.
26th row. So here
D of Y is
B,
what? D of Y is a value, right? Y is the key. D of Y gives the value.
okay,
Yes,
it
ma'am.
returns a value. Okay, okay.
Yeah. So 0 less than 3. So we have to update A. A will be the current Y, that is the current key we are dealing with, that is apparel. So A is currently apparel. B will be the value stored against apparel. What is that? 3. Now next iteration, when you go to fruits and vegetables, what is the corresponding value? 1. So B is now 3. D of Y is 1. So is 3 less than 1? No. So nothing will be updated.
Yes,
Now you go
ma'am.
for the next iteration, stationery. What is the value stored against it? 4. So current B is 3. Is 3 less than 4? Yes. So again A has to be updated. Now A will be what?
Stationary.
A is
Stationery.
stationery and B will
So
be
A
4.
will be stationery and B will be 4.
4.
4.
So like this, if I go for all the keys of D or this VB dictionary, so what is A going to store at the end? It will store the name of the category which has the maximum number of items. Only then it is being updated, right?
Yes, ma'am. Exactly.
Okay. So now see the options. Which one is correct? Finds item category from Big Bazaar. Finds top item category by item category count from Big Bazaar. Finds most frequent item category from Big Bazaar. Finds the top item category by item quantity from Big Bazaar. So
So
which
C
one?
should be correct. Right? C should be correct.
Most frequent.
So most frequent. That means from this item category, most items have been bought. Most number of items. So it is the most frequent item category from Big Bazaar.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It is clear. Very clear.
Also, it looks right. I think
B, right? Yeah, B
for
looks right. But are we dealing with item category count or
we are
are we
item
dealing?
only.
Item count, right?
Item
From a
count. So
particular
here,
category.
okay. Here
So
also,
that's
see, find the most frequent item category from the Big Bazaar. Find the top item category by item category. Okay, it's talking about category.
yeah. If
Okay,
this category was removed, item count, then this will be true.
okay.
Okay.
তোমার বাবা আই বাবা
Let's do the next question.
বাবা আপনি আছে
How many questions
আপনি
are
আছে
there? Five questions are there only. Yeah. Okay. Let's do question 4. So following pseudocode is
This
executed.
question, where madam is a practice assignment.
Practice assignment. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is saying pseudocode is from station-wise. Wait, following pseudocode is executed using the station-wise cards of the train dataset. So train dataset has two types of cards, right? One is the train-wise, one is the station-wise. So what will C represent at the end of execution? So everyone remembers what the cards look like in train dataset, or should we see that once?
Yes, ma'am. Can we see
Yeah.
that it is clear more?
Okay, wait. Trains, I don't think it is given in your common data set. It is not there in the common data. Okay, I'll tell you what it means. So in the portal, it is not given in the common data sets, but see, train is a data set which has two types of card. One is the train-wise card, one is the station-wise card. So station-wise card, each card belongs to a particular station. Okay. And what that card contains is information about which trains come to that station on what day, when it arrives, when it departs. Okay, this is the information present in the station-wise card. So for all 7 days, there are information. On Monday, what trains come, how many trains come to that station, at what timing, all this information. Okay. So we have to find out what C represents. So line 1, you can see there is a dictionary called D. And the keys of this dictionary are the unique days of the week, right? 7 different days. And initially, all of the values are set to 0. Okay. Now in line 2, we are going through the station-wise cards of the train data set. So you read a card. If the station name of that card is Mumbai, okay. Then for each A in X dot train list. So that means train list is what? Which trains go through this Mumbai station? That is the X dot train list. If the X dot station name is Mumbai. Okay, so X is a card. We are assuming that it is from Mumbai. It is the card belonging to station Mumbai. And the X dot train list is number of, the different trains that go through this station Mumbai. Okay. So there are many trains that go through Mumbai. So for each A in X dot train list, let's say the first train number is something like this, 12239 maybe. That is the first A. Now there is a nested for each. So for each train, you are again going into for each B in A dot days. Okay. So A dot days means what? That on which days this train comes to Mumbai. Okay. So you have to find out on which days. Let's say this train comes on Monday and Friday. So first B is what? Monday. So D of B is equal to D of B plus 1. That means this B is what? Monday. The value will be incremented by 1. So Monday was initially 0 here. Now it is 1. Again, the next B is what? Friday. So for Friday also, the value is now changed to 1. So these two are changed to 1. Now, once this is done, you again go to the outer for each. Next train in train list, let's say it is some train like this. Let's say this train goes through Mumbai on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. So now Monday will become what? It will become 2, incremented again, right? Because A dot days contains Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. Wednesday will become 1. Saturday will also become 1. So like this, we will go for every train that goes through the station Mumbai. Okay. So at the end of execution of this while loop, right? This entire while loop, where does the while loop end? Here, line 12. So what should dictionary D look like? What should it represent?
Ma'am, it represents that from the Mumbai station, what trains are going on what day, and the day is stored in the dictionary.
So the days are the keys, and the corresponding values represent that on this day, this many trains go through Mumbai. Right. So if
Right, right.
Monday, the value is 2, that means 2 trains are going through Mumbai on Monday. Okay. So that is your dictionary D. Now line 13, there is an empty list C, and Y is a variable which is containing the value 0 currently. Then line 14, there is another for each block, which is keys of D again. So keys of D is what? The different days. Those are the keys, right? So for each B in keys of D, the first B is what? Monday, M. So what are you checking? If Y equals to D of V. So Y is initially 0. D of V. That means for Monday, what is the corresponding value? It is 2, right? In our example. So is 0 equal to 2? No. So nothing will change. We'll go to the next if statement. Is 0 less than 2? Yes. So now this if statement you can execute. C will contain what? B. What is B?
2.
B is the key. So what is B? Not the value.
B is the Monday.
So C will contain Monday in a list format, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And Y will contain the corresponding value.
Corresponding value.
That is 2.
2.
Okay, now let me just put some random values in this dictionary so we can go through this for loop. Okay, let's say I've seen all the different trains from Mumbai and the values are now changed to this. So on Monday there are 2 trains, Tuesday 3, Wednesday 1, Thursday let's say there are 4 trains, Friday also 2 trains, Saturday 1, Sunday 3. Okay, so I'm going through all the keys. Firstly, Y is 0, C is an empty list. Okay, so first we are checking for Monday. Monday we check that, okay, it is not equal, 0 is not equal to 2, 0 is less than 2. So we updated like this. Next, what is the next key? Tuesday. Corresponding value is 3. So Y is currently what? 2, right? Is 2 equal to 3? No. Again come to this, is 2 less than 3? Yes. So C will be updated to what? C will be updated to what?
Tuesday.
Only
That's
Tuesday. It won't contain Monday anymore, right? Because it is not appending Tuesday. See, it is replacing.
Yeah.
Okay. And Y is what?
3.
3. Now next key is Wednesday. And the corresponding value is 1. Y is currently 3. 3 equal to 1? No. 3 less than 1? Again, no. So nothing is happening for Wednesday. For Thursday, let's see. 3 equal to 4? No. 3 less than 4? Yes. So now C contains what? Thursday.
Only Thursday.
Okay. Okay, let me change Sunday to 4. Okay. And Y is what? 4.
4.
Next key is Friday. And the corresponding value is 2. So Y is 4 at this point. 4 equals to 2?
No.
No. 4 less than 2? Again, no.
No.
Go for the next key, Saturday. Value is 1. 1 equal to 4?
No.
4 less than 1?
No.
Again, go for the next key, Sunday. Y is 4. Is 4 equal to 4? Yes.
Yes.
So then you are going to just append Sunday to the current C list. So C now contains what? Thursday and Sunday. So what do we understand from this? What is C representing? For the station Mumbai, C
Uh,
represents that what are the days on which the maximum number of trains arrive at Mumbai or depart from Mumbai. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone? Wait, let's first do the options. So A option is saying the busiest day of Mumbai station. Busiest day means maximum number of trains.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. B is saying list of busiest days of Mumbai station. C is saying least busy day. D is saying list of least busy days. So which one is correct?
list of busiest days, because we are
List of
creating a list.
busiest days. Correct. That's why we have this equality condition. That if there are more than one days on which the maximum number of trains go through Mumbai, then both the days should be present in the list.
The question is C or Y, madam?
Question is C.
C.
What is C storing? Yeah.
C, okay. So then it will be busiest day, right?
List of busiest days.
List of
There can
busiest
be
day.
two busiest days also. Both
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to be
So
there.
list means more frequent of trains to a particular station. Okay.
Busiest days means that the days on which the maximum number of trains pass through Mumbai.
Okay, okay, understood.
Okay. This question is clear for everyone? All right. See, still, let's check. Yeah, answer is B. Okay, last question. This is again, you have to fill the code. Okay. Okay, so the following pseudocode is executed using words dataset. At the end of execution, C captures the number of words with either all letters. Wait. At the end of execution, C captures the number of words with either all letters are distinct or at least three letters are appearing twice. Three letters are appearing at least twice. So we have to choose the correct code fragment. So what are the two conditions given to us? That C should capture the number of words which satisfy either of two conditions. Okay. Either all letters in that word is distinct or there are at least three letters which appear at least twice in the word. Okay. If any of these are true, any of these two conditions is true, then C will be incremented by 1. That is, C is capturing the number of such words. Okay. So let's see the code. C is initially 0. Words dataset, you all know, each card represents a single word, its letter count, its part of speech, and the sequence number. So you pick first card. Okay. I is 1. Okay, let me just take some word. Let's say the first card contains the word sky. Okay, this is X1, first card. So I is 1, D is an empty dictionary. While I less than X dot letter count. What is letter count here? 3. Okay. So I starts from 1. 1 less than equal to 3? Yes. So you go for the first iteration in while loop. B is containing the ith letter in X word. What is the ith letter? First letter? S.
Yes.
Next, you are checking if B is a key of D. Is S a key of dictionary D?
No.
Initially, no. D is empty. Right. So we'll go to the else part and create the key. So currently D dictionary now has a key for letter S and corresponding value is 1. Okay. Created like this. Then I is incremented and you go for the next iteration. So now I becomes 2. 2 is less than equal to 3? Yes. What is the second letter in the word? Ith letter? K. Now B stores K. Is K a key of dictionary D? No. No. So again create one more key. So now D dictionary has a key for K also. Okay. Again I is incremented. It becomes 3. So 3 less than equal to 3? Yes. What is the third letter? Y. Y is also not a key of D. You have to again create. Y is 1. After that, when I is incremented, I becomes 4, which is not less than equal to 3. So the while loop will be suspended. After that, when we come out of the while loop, okay, this inner while loop, I'm saying, not the outer, not this one, inner while loop. Now there should be some code here. So that we have to figure out. So that code, whatever should be here from line 15 to 17, this missing code, it should capture the number of such words where all letters are either distinct or at least there are 3 such letters in the word which appear twice. Okay. So what should that code be? Let's go through the options. So first option is saying, so for this word sign, should it be counted under C? Is it satisfying any of the conditions?
No.
Is it not? Aren't all the
Yes,
letters
ma'am.
distinct?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
yes.
All letters are
All
distinct.
letter distinct.
So it should be counted
Yeah,
under C,
yes. Okay.
right? Okay. So let's see first option. It is saying first found will be a variable which is set to true. A is set to 0. Okay. For each Y in keys of D. So D dictionary, see, D dictionary is always reinitialized after a card, right? See, D is always reinitialized as an empty dictionary after a card is fully executed. When you pick a new card, D is again reset to an empty dictionary. Okay. So for each Y in keys of D, let's say I have done this for this Sky card. So right now the keys of D are S, K, and Y. Okay. So the first key is what? S. What is the value stored against S? 1. It appears only once. So is 1 greater than 1? No. Go to the else part. Found is set to false. So next iteration when I go, next key is what? K. S, K, Y. 3 keys are there. Now for all of them, I know that the value is 1 only. So the found will be set to false always. Right. Now at the end of execution of this for each block, for this particular card Sky, the found value becomes false. Now line 10 is saying if found or A greater than equal to 3. If found means if found is true or A is greater than equal to 3, then C will be incremented. Is this a correct code? For this word sign, C should be incremented. But if I use this code, will C get incremented? Found will
In
become false.
No.
incorrect,
No.
incorrect.
A is also
No.
not greater than equal to 3. So this is a wrong code.
Wrong.
Let's see for this one. Found is true, A is 0. Again, 3 keys are there, S, K, and Y, right? So you are checking if D of Y is greater than 1. So for every one of these letters in Skyward, the values are 1 only, right, against each key. So this condition is never satisfied, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So found will remain true. Found will only be set to false if I can enter this if block. So found will remain true, A will remain 0. Okay. Now after this for each block ends, now in line 8 it is saying if found, that is if found is true or A is greater than equal to 3. Okay. Then C is incremented. So is this correct?
Yes, ma'am. Correct.
Because if found is true, right,
Yes, ma'am.
then
1
it
is
will be
true.
incremented. Now let's just take one more example where okay, I'm just making up a word because I don't know and remember any such word where at least 3 letters are repeated twice. So let's just make up a word. Let's say card X2 contains a word like this. Okay. Just a made up word. Let's say AAB, CCDEE. Let's say this is some word. Okay. So according to our conditions, should this word come under the C count?
Yes,
It has
ma'am.
Yes,
3
ma'am.
such letters which appear at least twice,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
A, C, and E. So if this is the word, then D dictionary should look like what? Against A, the value should be 2. B, it is 1. C again 2. D again 1. And E 2. This is the dictionary for this word. So for this word, let's again check this pseudocode. Now, if I use this here, because we have to check for both conditions, right? So let me just write the dictionary again. A is 2, B is 1, C is 2, D is 1, E is 2. Okay. So for Y in keys of D, first key is A. What is D of A? 2. Is 2 greater than 1?
Yes.
Yes. Found is set to false. A is incremented. A becomes 1. Okay. Next key is B. What is D of B? 1. 1 is greater than 1? No. So this remains like this. Next key is C. Again, value is 2. 2 greater than 1? Yes, found is set to false only. A is incremented again. So A becomes 2. For D, will A be incremented? Small d.
No.
For small e,
Yes.
so A becomes 3. So we have gone through all the keys. Now go to line 8. If found or A is greater than equal to 3. So found in this case is false, but is A greater than equal to 3?
No.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
Yes.
true.
I mean, yes,
Equal,
A is
equal.
equal to 3.
Yeah. So A is greater than equal to 3, condition satisfied.
Yeah.
So C is again getting incremented for this also. So I think option B could be the answer because it is satisfying both cases.
Yes.
Right. Let's check once if it is the answer. Yeah, B is the solution. But we should check for the other two options also what is wrong, right? So
ma'am.
option C, it is checking that found is true, A is 0, fine. For each Y, let's take our sky example. So S, first key. The corresponding value is obviously 1, so this will not be satisfied. We'll go to the else part, found is set to true. Okay, for K also, Y also. So this will never be satisfied for the sky card, right?
Right,
So
ma'am.
found will always be true. Now found is true, so C is incremented. So it is working for this. Now let's check for the other condition. That is this card, this dictionary, A, B, C, D, this card. So for this one, 2 is greater than 1 for first
Yeah.
key. Found is set to false.
False.
Okay.
And A
A
is
is incremented
incremented
to.
2.
So first see what is the difference between these two codes. Between B and C, what is the difference? There is something called else found is true.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
This
Yes, ma'am.
part is
Yes.
not present.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's see if it makes any difference. So first for A, this condition is true. So found is false. A becomes 1. Then key B comes. 1 is not greater than 1. So go to the else part. Found is set to true. For C, 2 is greater than 1. Again, A is incremented. Found is set to false. A becomes 2. Found becomes false. For D, this condition is not met. Come to the else part. Found is again set to true. For E, condition is satisfied. Found is set to false. A is 3. Now, at this point, if I go to this line 11, found or A greater than equal to 3. So A found is true, found is false, but A is greater than equal to 3. So C will be incremented. So this is also working for both of our examples. So why is this option not correct? Why is this option not correct?
The else part.
Why? What is wrong in this else part?
Because if found is false, say if found is said to be true, so
Hmm.
then let's start from third line. So if d of y is greater than 1, it
Hmm.
updates this found to false and a increments to 1.
Hmm.
So now if d of y is less than 1, so d of y being less than 1 would mean that the let's say in this word, this a b b c c, uh, so if we encounter the third word, let's say 2, so 2 is greater than 1, but then we come to d, right? So we
Yeah,
update this
I
to
get what you're
1.
saying, but
Yeah.
let's take this as an example. Okay, A, B, B. If this is a word, okay, just making up a word. Okay, if this is a word, for that dictionary, D should contain what? A
A
against
1,
value 1, B should be
B 2,
2.
2.
Now
Right.
at this point, okay, let me add one more. Let's say C is also there. So C is also 1. So according to our question, this should not be counted under C, right? This is not any value of any valid condition. Not the letters are distinct and there aren't 3 letters which are appearing twice. So this should not be counted under C. But if I put it to the test, so what is the first key? That is A. Value is 1. 1 greater than 1? No. So found is set to true. Second key, B. Value is 2. 2 greater than 1? Yes. Found is set to false. A is incremented to 1. Third key is C. 1 greater than 1, no. Found is set to true. So at this point, A value is 1 and found value is true. So now if I go to line 11, found is true and C will still be incremented. Right? Since there is an OR statement. So any one of the conditions if it is true. So here found is true and it is still counted under C, which should not happen. Understood why this is wrong?
Yes.
Like if you take the word soon, this word doesn't contain all distinct words and it also doesn't have minimum three such letters which appear twice. Still it will be counted under C if I use this option because found remains true.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Like
Yeah.
both the conditions given in the question, if it is must be true.
Yeah. So this, what it does is, it is counting those options under C, but it is also taking some extra words under C uh,
Have
which do
this.
not satisfy the condition.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This one, what is wrong? See, what is the difference? First of all, found is set to true initially, A is 0. Same thing we are checking, just in the else part now A is set to 1. Okay, instead of setting. So what is wrong in this option? So first check for sky, is it giving a correct result? For sky, if I check, yeah, this will never be true. So A will be incremented. How many times? 3 times.
3 times. It falls.
Sky,
A goes to false.
this is 1, this is 1, this is also 1. Right? This is the dictionary. Now, obviously, none of them is greater than 1. So every time it will go to the else block, it is incrementing A by 1. So A will become 3. Okay. So it will count this. Right? It will count this. Now let's say if I put one more word, one more letter here. Okay. Let's say what other letter should I put? Mm, and I have to give you the case where this is going wrong. Okay, fine.
A,
Let's
A,
see for
A,
sky this is
double
working.
A, B.
Okay,
Du-
double A B if I take this case. This is the word. Then dictionary contains A as 2, B as 1, which is not correct any of the conditions, right? Not distinct and not at least 3 letters which appear twice. So for this, if I go, so D of Y, first 2 greater than 1, fine, found is set to false. Then B. B is what? 1. So 1 greater than 1, no. Go to the else part, A is set to 1. A was initially 0, incremented once, A becomes 1. After this, when I come here, so found is false. And this option is no, this is not correct. This example is not correct. Okay, this will work. We have to find a case where this is not working.
Yeah, maybe we can take the word letter itself.
LETTER.
Yeah.
So which do you think should be different? So for LETTER, it should not be counted under C because not distinct and there are
Oh,
not
yes,
three
yes, yes.
such.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
E gets repeated here. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so let's take that this one. This. 1 second. Yeah, let's take this as example. For this, is it working? A2, B1, C2, D1, E2. Okay. So for A2, found is set to false. Let's write down A2, B1, C2, D1, E2. So this should be counted under C. Okay. So A2, so 2 greater than 1, found set to false. B1, it comes to else part. A becomes 1. C2, again found set to false. D1, A becomes 2. Right? And E2. So when E is 2, found is again set to false. So found at the end of execution remains false. And A is what? 2. So 2 is greater than equal to 3? No. So still it is not coming under C, even though it is following the second condition.
One more key should be taken.
Which case?
F and its value 1.
Didn't understand. See, this is the A, B, C, C, D, E. This is following the second condition, so it should be counted under C. Right. But if I use this.
How about checking with the word apple? I think that it should follow the first criteria.
No, it is apple doesn't follow the first criteria, no? Is it all distinct? There are two P's.
There are two P's.
So we checked a distinct one for sky. It is working. Now let's check for the second condition where there should be at least 3 letters which appear twice. So in this word, there are 3 letters A, C, and E which appear twice. So it should be counted under C. But check, is it getting counted under C in this way? First key is what? A, which is corresponding value is 2. 2 is greater than 1. Yes. So found is set to false. Next key is B. Corresponding value is 1. 1 is not greater than 1. So come to the else part. A is incremented to 1. Next key is C. Corresponding value is 2. 2 greater than 1. Found again set to false. Next key is D. Corresponding value 1. 1 not greater than 1. Come to else part. Increment A again. A becomes 2. Last key is E. Corresponding value is 2. 2 greater than 1. Found again set to false. So at the end of execution of this for each block, found is false, A is 2. So none of the conditions are satisfying. So C won't be incremented for the second case. Okay, so that's why this is also wrong. Is this question clear, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so that's the practice assignment. I hope now this week questions are you can solve. It is clear?
Yes, ma'am, now it is very clear. Ma'am, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Can we solve the week 7 questions once?
Week 7, which questions?
Today not, ma'am, after some days.
Yeah, in the revision session before week 2, we will before quiz 2, we will do again all the weeks.
Like next session, maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Can I discuss?
Yeah, sure.
I have
Yeah.
problem. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. On Monday session, you can discuss.
Yes.
Because
Okay.
week 8, nothing else is remaining. I think only a few activity questions are there.
Yes, ma'am, there is any WhatsApp group of students, ma'am. I couldn't find, and there is no
That I
any
am not aware
email.
of.
There is no any email come and for the group and regarding this. The houses creation, so there is no any emails I received.
I'm not sure about that. You can ask your classmates. I'm not sure if there is a group.
Okay. I'm unable to connect to my classmates.
Actually,
Okay,
there is a group.
Yeah, if anyone is a member of the group, you can just add the others, okay, who are not added. So you can share your number or whatever you want on the chat and someone can add you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Is there
Alright, so next
anybody?
class I will tell whoever takes the class to practice some of the week 7 questions also, right? That's what you said.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, definitely.
Okay. Alright, thanks and thanks for joining everyone.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for the session, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you share this link, ma'am?
Yeah, which link?
Yeah, Zoom meeting link, ma'am. Actually, I will see later. I will watch later this one.
The YouTube link, you mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Matlab,
I'll share the YouTube link for CT playlist. One second.
Ma'am, one more thing. Yeah, so where will we get the link of this PDF for the copy of
PDF for?
just this PDF, the current?
It will be uploaded, I think, after the deadline on the
Okay,
portal
and,
only.
yes, ma'am. And one more doubt. For the quiz 2, March 16th, I say.
Your voice is getting cut off. Can you come again?
Yeah, so is my voice clear now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so for the quiz two, the exam which is to be happening on 16th of this month. So first 4 weeks are the syllabus, right?
No, quiz 2 first 8 weeks.
First 8 weeks. All right, all right. Okay, thank you.
Okay, see, in the chat, please check. I've shared the link for the YouTube channel. Okay. So here you can find all the live sessions.
Just wait, ma'am. Just 6 seconds. अच्छा IIT Madras PhD degree. अच्छा.
Okay. Yeah.
So
And
here,
then live,
ma'am, here
you
we
can
can
find.
get any recorded live session here, no? Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah, all of them. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Madam, this okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. No? Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, I'll end the session then. Thanks, everyone.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for the session. Have a good day, ma'am.
Mm.